Kaushik.
Yeah. Okay. Hello everyone. This is Kaushik here. So our team ID is 613637. We are doing a project with the name called Intelligent Health Prediction System. So now it comes to abstract. So abstract of the project, Intelligent Healthcare System for Symptom-Based Disease Prediction and Medical Guidance. The project is aims to develop an intelligent healthcare bot that assists user in predicting potential disease based on the symptoms they describe. The chatbot utilizes a comprehensive data of medical information, symptoms profile, and disease associated. Through the natural language processing, the machine learns the techniques, and the chatbot analyzes the user inputs, identifying the symptoms and predict the potential disease with a high level of accuracy. The system is a user-friendly conversational interface, allows individual to describe their symptoms in plain language. The chatbot consists of information compared to the dataset and generates a list of probability diseases along with the relevant medical information. Additionally, the chatbot provides tailored fit recommendations for the type of specified user should consult based on the predicted conditions. This includes suggestions for general predictions and specific specializations such as cardiology, neurology, and dermatology. To enhance the accuracy and reliability of the prediction, the chatbot employs the machine learning algorithms to train a diverse and intensive data sets of medical cases. The model takes into accounts of the frequency and serves the symptoms, history of the patients of data, emerging medical research to continue improve the predictive capability. The chatbot is not only to serve preliminary diagnosis tool, but also emphasize the importance of consultant a healthcare professional for a throughout exam. It contains a user to seek professional medical advice and provides information on potential cause, such as a risk factor and recommendation diagnosis test for every predicted disease. This project contributes to the field of healthcare by relying artificial intelligence and machine learning to empower individual and primarily health insights. By combining the technology and the medical knowledge, the intelligent healthcare bot aims to facilitate the earliest detection of the disease, promotes health awareness, and guidance user towards approach of medical care. Over to you, Shreya.
So, as Kaushik has described the target solution, target problem that we are contesting over here, I would like to talk about the proposed solution that we have for this project. So, one second. Okay, so the solution over here is divided into six subtopics, namely problem statement, the solution and description of it, novelty and the uniqueness of the project, along with the social impact, the business model, and the scalability of the solution. So the problem statement that we are contesting over here is that the the need of medical help or assistance that is needed in many rural areas, especially in remote and undeserved rural areas, lacking sufficient medical infrastructure and expertise. This extends the scope of medical generative pre-trained transformer to not only provide comprehensive and contextually relevant information, but also offer immediate diagnostics leverage and AI capabilities. So we over here will be targeting mainly two problems. That is providing medical help to places where it is not readily available, and also to the ever changing and ever growing rural urban areas where there is less time to go and take appointments in a hospital every now and then. So the solution of this problem is that this AI model would be trained by using vast amount of medical literature, patient records, and clinical trials contextually. This AI will also provide accurate responses to medical queries ranging from simple information to complex diagnostic support. It would consider patient history, symptoms, current research, and best practices that are there to offer and personalized guidance to the user also. There is immediate diagnostic assistant, that is that the model would include diagnostic capabilities assisting healthcare professionals. We would already be taking advices from them, and we would be training this model. So based on that, it would recommend tests, offer preliminary treatment guidelines, aiding and initial assessment also. Here we would be tackling the problem as well as detecting what the disease is, and then uh, giving suggestion as to what the user can opt for. So coming to the novelty and uniqueness of this project, we would like to highlight that over here there is rural access, that is it extends medical expertise to areas where there is no telemedicine integration. Also there is ethical compliance, that is we prioritize patient data privacy, and we also adhere to the healthcare regulations. So its novelty also lies in the medical knowledge, diagnostic aid, and rural accessibility, adaptability, and the ethical handling of sensitive data that is being given by the user. So coming to the social impact or the customer satisfaction, this model will impact the healthcare by improving access to accurate information, empowering healthcare professions with immediate diagnostic support, and enhancing patient experiences through reliable guidance. It bridges the gap between medical expertise, reducing the disparities in healthcare access and quality. By continuously, we'll be learning through this model and bringing more and more updates as well as taking user feedback and updating this model. So the revenue model over here, we can generate revenue through this model based on subscriptions as well as immediate diagnostic plans. I mean diagnostic consultancies. Additionally, we can partnership with telemedicine platforms or healthcare systems that can involve licensing agreements for integrating the GPT into their services, as well as the solution, the scalability of the solution. Now, this specialized medical GPT, it demonstrates scalability by its adaptable architecture, accommodating increased data volumes and user demands. It is cloud-based infrastructure, enables seamless expansion to handle growth, and it also ensures responsiveness even with escalating usage. Additionally, it can be compatible with various platforms that we can be integrated into different healthcare systems like hospitals and medical shops, or even online medical apps that are already existing in the market. Now, Kaushik will speak about the technology stack.
Yes, Shreya.
Once, yeah.
So now I'm going to explain you about the technical architecture. So where I'm going to explain like how this model going to work uh, from the back end to the front. So let us take the deliverable shell includes the architecture diagram as below. You can see the information in uh, table 1 and table 2 also. So example order process during the pandemic of offline mode. Could you just open that flowchart, Shreya? Yeah. So you can closely observe the flowchart. So here where the user will give the input. So from where the input will be taken to the cloud. So here the text analysis will be happened and it will move to the language translator where the language translator used to translate the text analysis to the knowledge studio. So the knowledge studio contains the data set which we provided there. It will continuously get updated eventually. From there, it uses the NLP, which is known as natural language processing, that helps to uh, give the output relevant to the user input, and it will be uh, seen on the website UPI as you know user interface. When it comes to the table one, compounds and technologies, could you just move to table one? Yeah. So when it comes to the table one compound and technologies, here where we used the technologies and the compounds in this project. So user interface that we created the chatbot was developed by technologies like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and etc., which provided the inputs and text and pictures by using Java and Python programming languages. And we used Amazon cloud services for our website. So the database where we stored all the data which is relevant to the patient was been in a format of MySQL, and that will be stored in Amazon database in a form of a file manager system like AWS Store, S3 bucket, and S3 block storage system. So external APIs that we used OpenAI for to get chatbot outputs. So yeah, this is what the interface we used application deployment on local system or cloud service configurations. Here EC2 on cloud storage Kubernetes, which we use Kubernetes for to prevent the server downs, as if the load was increased, Kubernetes will helps to maintain the balancing in load service. Coming to the table two, application characteristics. So here we used open source frameworks, security implementations, scalable architectures, availabilities, performance, as you all see in the PDF. This is related to the list of open source that we use was technology open source frameworks and security access control used firewalls. Example like encryption, IAM controls, SHA-256 protocols, etc. And just the availability of the application which you use load balance and distribute services, as we already explained you previously, we used Kubernetes for that. The performance, design consideration for the performance of the application, the number of requests per second, we use cache, and use of CDN technologies. So these were the references that we used to build this. Could you just move down, Shreya? Yeah. So these are the references that we used, like OpenAI and AWS, etc. As you can see there. Yeah. Over to you, Shreya.
Okay, so as Kaushik has explained the technology flow of this solution model, we would like to move on to the solution architecture that will also be explained by Kaushik. Kaushik.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah. So solution architecture. So solution architecture is a complex process which may sub-process that brings the gap between the business problems and the technology solutions. Yeah. It goes as to a different identifying the problems where we aim at addressing the problems on medical care, which is a primary need that is often out of reach in many rural areas, well, and provides an intent healthcare expert people to where the busy in the even challenging busy world, where it's improving diagnosis, enhancing patient's care, streamlining administrative tasks. The system makes easier research and requirement gathering, and engaging the medical professionals, stakeholders, and potential users to gather the requirements to understand how the work was flowing through regulatory security and using established needs to the healthcare domain. Design phase, creating a complexive design that includes architecture using infrastructure, experience, data flow, and integrated points. For instance, the user will provide symptoms and current facing problems to the website or to the chatbot. Apparently, it will describe the and provides with the treatment to the user. Development, building testing, regions testing is crucial in healthcare software. Conducting unit test, integration test, and test to ensure functioning and accurate and reliability. Deployment. So we deployed this chatbot by using software and controls management and consider scalable using training, maintenance and updates. Health, as we are dealing with the healthcare, software needs to be continuously updated and give support, bug fixes, and adapting to the evolvement of practices and or regulars. Nowadays, now the terms of specific features and aspects of the software, it varies based on the medical challenging that we address. Electric health records, EHR. If the aim to improve the patient data management, the software might focus on the secure data storage, interoperability, and easy retrieval. Diagnosis tool. For diagnosis, the software emphasizing lies on accuracy, AI-powered analysis, and user-friendly interface for the medical professionals. Telemedicine solution. To facilitate remote consultancy, the software should be more secure and video conference and integrated with EHR systems. Healthcare analysis. Solution aiming at analysis in a large medical data sets for the pattern and insights would focus on robust data processing. Machine learning algorithms and visualization tools will be helpful for healthcare analysis. So here you can see the example of a solution architecture diagram. So where a patient gives the the problem like the medicine or somewhat to their mobile. So this is how it flows to it. This was the thing where everything goes behind the project. Architecture and data flow of the patient problem. Uh, this is a sample application.
Okay, now we
So
would
yeah,
like to talk about the project planning of this phase. So over here we have given two sprint tables as to how the project has taken flight from the starting to the ending. Over here, you can see we have divided the sprint table into the functional requirements, the user story numbers, the task and the story points, as well as the priority and the team members. So the team members is not filled yet, but we can talk about the story, the task, and the points given. As a user, now if I want to input my health data, the priority is very high to this prediction, and then I want the system to analyze the health data and provide predictions as to what the disease could be. Over here, the story points are six. And then I want the system to display the predictions in an easy to understand format, as not everyone is capable of understanding medical language. And then I want to have the option to customize the notification preferences, whether I want to be constantly reminded as to what steps that have to be taken in order to be diagnosed, or whether not I want to have this option. And over here, the data input module. Oh, as a healthcare professional, I want to access the data and the detailed predictions and the underlying data for the decision support that I want to give. And this is of the utmost priority amongst all the sprints, since this is the main essence of the training model. We have given such priority to this model. And then we have also uh, given a model of the project tracker, the velocity, and the burn down chart. Over here, it is divided into the total story points, the duration, and the start to the end date, as well as the release date, that is the actual release date. Over here, the velocity is calculated by dividing the sprint duration. Sorry, the AV is calculated by calculating dividing the sprint duration with velocity, and such examples are given in the chart. And then there is a burn down chart. Now, this burn down chart that we have talked about earlier is a graphical representation of the work that is left to do versus the time. It is often used to agile software development methodologies such as Scrum. However, burn down charts can be applied to any project planning containing measurable progress over time. Now, we have also cited the references that we have that have helped us. And next, we would like to move on to the data flow of diagrams. Now over here, we have given few example as to how the data has is being flowed in this project, as well as a table to to give clarity and shed light upon the user preferences and what as a provider we are offering to the users. So as you can see, the data flow diagram is a traditional visual representation of the information that flows within a system. A neat and clear DFD can depict the right amount of system requirement graphically. It shows how the data enters and leaves the system and what changes in the information that are made in the system. So coming to the user stories, now as customers, I want to input my data health into the system and receive personalized health predictions. Now the acceptance criteria for this input is that the input field should be relevant and the information such as the age, gender, and medical history, as well as the lifestyle factors by the user should be given. Now, upon successful submission of this, the user should receive a confirmation message. After that, I want to receive accurate and timely health predictions based on my input. Now, this system should be able to analyze the input data using machine learning algorithms, as well as the training that we'll be giving the model, and also using professional healthcare advices. It should provide predictions within a reasonable frame, such considering that the main essence of this training model is to give accurate results within very less time, and we are tackling a problem of less low time constraints. So this will be giving a very reasonable a very proper product prediction within a very reasonable time. And now I want to be notified about the important health insights and the recommendations. Now, since the criticality of the situation is not predefined, we would like to be, as a user, I want to be notified immediately and be given health insights as well as immediate remedies that can be performed. So the system should be able to generate notifications based on the analysis of the health prediction, and the user should also have an option to customize this notification preferences. Over here, we will be giving the preference choice as to if the user wants to be constantly reminded, otherwise not. And as healthcare providers, using the dashboard, we want to access the aggregated patient health data and predictions in assist to the treatment planning of the user. Now, this system should allow us healthcare providers to access the dashboard, displaying an overview of the patient healthcare predictions as well as history, and then filters. We should have separate filters for selecting specific patient groups based on health risk levels, so that as healthcare professionals we can immediately look into and place our action on where the risk is high and the time constraint is low. As end users, I want to have a social sharing feature to my health achievements and insights with my friends and families, so they can always be updated and never have that trouble of causing the fear of losing out someone. So over here, we can also add that feature where they can share their achievements to their friends or anyone needed. Now, the system should also include an option for users to share such selected health achievements, not everything, just selected upon the user preference, and also it can choose which information to include. Now, customer care executive. As a customer care representative, I want to access user profiles and notifications to assist users with inquiries and issues. Now, this system should be able to provide the customer care portal where representatives can log in securely and access the few number of customers that they want to look into.
Shreya,
Yeah.
sorry for the interruption. Can you wind up quickly? It's already 15 minutes. Video lunch should be
Sure.
less.
Okay. Uh, we have administrator left. Now the administrator should provide an dashboard with options for the user management, and then it should as also be processing speed and resource utilization. After this, we would be moving on to the empathy mapping. Now, this project's empathy mapping map is being given in this template where we can look into uh, features such as what are the pains and gains of this model, along with what they want to hear, whom are we empathizing with, and what do they think, and also with what do they need to do. So, with whom are we empathizing with? We'll be starting with patients and their healthcare journey. And then, what do they hear? The users hear chatbot emphasizing their importance of consulting with healthcare professionals as well as their examinations. And also, we would be looking with what do they need to hear, what do they need to do in specific. Users need to articulate their symptoms clearly to receive accurate predictions from the chatbot and also act on the chatbot's recommendations. User also need to adopt to proactive healthcare uh, needs. And what are the pains, what are the fears that are being integrated into this model. The patients face an uncertain, unreliable symptom information where healthcare providers manage time consuming diagnosis, overwhelming data. And what are the gains? The gains of this project, as already discussed before, are that the patients could access timely, accurate medical devices, reducing anxiety. Healthcare providers might even gain streamlined processes and better diagnostic tools for enhancing care technologies and they can also innovate healthcare ensuring friendly systems. And yeah, so this is where I would like to end up the templates. Our group mate Deepika would explain and show us the final output, that is the chatbot, and wind up this project. Thanks.
Can you see my screen?
Yes,
Can you see the command prompt?
yes, it is visible.
To run the program, we have to um, start the Flask application. And this is the chatbot. We should give our name and the symptom you are experiencing. Let us take it's a cramps. It will ask you some questions like how many days, muscle weakness. See, here it gave you what are the measures you have to take. You can exercise, have cold and hot and cold water therapy, and massage. This is the web application. We can open the chatbot. That's it. This is the project that our team members have done. Thank you.